afternoon. Today is Wednesday, October 26, 2016. I'm Anastasia Crockett. World CO2 levels are setting new records. We have the details.
And I'm Marissa Eckheiser. Elk may be plentiful here in Idaho, but in South Carolina they haven't seen one for centuries. But they're back. Your CSN News starts now.
With football finished up, it's time for awards and honors. First, we have players who made the All-5 Southern Idaho Conference honorable mention. Linebacker, number 12, Gabe Camario, 74 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 1 interception. Quarterback, number 5, Garrett Turner, 122 completions for 1,350 yards passing and 9 touchdowns, 206 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. Defensive line, number 67, Brandon Kipper, 38 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery. Making the All-5A Southern Idaho Conference second team were flex position, number 88, Michael Davis, 44 catches for 470 yards and 2 touchdowns, running back. Number 34, Alamar Alexander, 164 carries for 950 yards, 5.8 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns. And on the All-5A Southern Idaho Conference first team offensive line, number 67, Brandon Kipper. Congratulations on a great year, gentlemen.
On next Monday, October 31st, Columbia National Honor Society will be visiting classrooms at the end of the school day to trick-or-treat for change from some students and staff. All funds raised will be benefiting Union High School to purchase needed supplies for their nursery program.
Parent-teacher conferences start this evening and continue all day Thursday. There is no school on tomorrow or Friday. Make sure your parents know about your conferences and encourage them to come and meet and talk to your teachers.
Skiers and snowboarders, the Columbia Snow Team will be having their first mandatory meeting on Thursday, November 3rd, right after school in A233, Mr. Neto's room.
Veterans Day is coming on Friday, November 11th. If you have a family member who is or was enrolled in the military branch, the Columbia ASB invites you to join us in the 9th Annual Veterans Day Luncheon to be hosted in the library. A gourmet buffet lunch complete with homemade desserts will be served free to you and your military family member during period 3A from 11:30 to 12:45 p.m. in the library. Please sign up with Ms. Morris in the main office and direct any questions to Mr. Dion in room A101.
Girls basketball open gym continues today and tomorrow, right after school. Girls basketball tryouts begin Monday morning 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and 3 to 5 p.m.
Please check outside the library for any library fines you might have. The fines are listed by student ID number. We'll be right back after this.
It's close, yet so far. What is approaching, you may ask? Halloween! On a Monday. Haha, yay! And you know what that means. Anyone can wear costumes to school, but you still need to follow the school's dress code. Your face cannot be completely covered. Masks, on the other hand, cannot be cleared with school administration because they are absolutely not allowed for safety reasons. However, if you do want to have it covered, you must clear it with administration by showing them what it is you want to paint on your face, and it must be school appropriate. If you have any questions, please talk to the school's administration. Thank you.
Is brought to you by Dr. Kim Keller. Your smile is your first impression. Make it a good one and visit Dr. Keller today. Today's high is going to be 72 with a low of 50, and tomorrow's high is going to be 61 with a low of 47. And as you can see on Thursday and Friday, it's going to be raining, so make sure you're dry, safe, and warm. Back to you, Marissa.
Thank you, Anastasia. According to scientists, level of CO2 in the atmosphere have surged past an important threshold and may not dip below it for many generations. The 400 part per million benchmark was broken globally for the first time in recorded history in 2015, but according to the World Meteorological Organization, 2016 will be likely the first full year to exceed the mark. The high levels can be partly attributed to a strong El Niño event, while human emission of CO2 remaining fairly static between 2014 and 2015. The onset of a strong El Niño weather phenomenon caused a spike in levels of the gas in the atmosphere. That's because the drought conditions in tropical regions produced by El Niño meant that vegetation was less able to absorb CO2. There were also extra emissions from fires sparked by the drier conditions.
A wild elk has been spotted roaming the woodlands of South Carolina for the first time in more than 200 years. News outlets report that the wildlife biologists are warning upstate residents and tourists to stay away from a young bull elk that was seen in several places in Pickens County over the weekend. In response to social media posts showing people feeding the animal, North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission biologists warned the public that the animal can cause serious injuries. The animals once were native to the area but were wiped out in the Carolinas in 1700s. The species were reintroduced to North Carolina in 2001, and officials say it's likely the young male was pushed out of the mountain territory across the state border by older males.
Today's SAT word of the day is inherent, which means existing in something as permanent and inseparable quality. You could use it this way. Tall people have an inherent advantage in sports where height is important, such as basketball. Thanks for watching, and remember, live the Wildcat way.